This is a tutorial to show you how to create your resume and cover letter. First thing you're going to do is when you're in your Google Drive, you're going to click on New. You're going to click on where it says Google Docs, the arrow, and go from a template. This is how you can bring up both of these assignments. So it's going to probably default to Garland ISD. You want to make sure that you select General because that's where all the templates are. So just scroll down and then you will see letters. These are templates for cover letters. And then right below it, you will see resumes, and these are templates for resumes. All you have to do is click on one of the templates, whichever one you choose. I'm just going to choose Spearmint. And when you open it, all you have to do is modify this information so that it applies to you. So you're going to put your name here. And then this is like your title or whoever you are, and you are a student. You're going to put your actual home address with your zip code, your personal phone number, and your email address. Don't use an email address that's inappropriate. So you want to use either your Dallas College email address or your Garland ISD email address, or if you have a Gmail or something like that that's appropriate, then you can use that as well. The next part is your skills. So think about those marketable and transferable skills we talked about in one of the previous chapters. You can list, I usually tell students 3 to 5 things on your resume. This is where you just want to have bullet points or you want to have phrases about things you do. So first off, you're going to, okay, if I'm bilingual, that's a skill I probably want to highlight. And you could even say what languages you're bilingual in. Okay, if I'm a critical thinker, then I might put that as a skill, right? So 3 to 5 skills you have. For experience, it's asking you about work experience, volunteer experience, anything you've done before. If you don't have a specific company you've worked for, you don't have to include that information. You could just take it out. Okay, but you will need to probably use like a title of something. So let's just say I was a babysitter. Okay, so I can use that as my, and I'm going to make it just black again. I don't know why it changed to gray. Okay, so I was a babysitter. Maybe I want to keep that bold because that's the title. Okay, so when did you babysit? Okay, I started in January of 2018, and I still do it. So I'm going to say through present. Right down here, you can list what does babysitting entail. And so this is like a description of what you do at the job. You know, whatever things you did. And then you can add additional things that you do. If you volunteer somewhere, you can include that. And if you don't have any more experience, then you can delete it, right? So you could, as long as you have at least one experience doing something, whether it's helping your parents out with something, helping out a neighbor, anything can count. For education, you want to make sure that you include your education starting in reverse chronological order. So with the most recent first, the highest level. So I'm going to say I'm a student at Dallas College, Richland campus, and that is located in Dallas. I can spell Dallas, right? Texas. And you don't have a degree yet, so you can say I'm pursuing my Associate of Arts, right? Or you can say pursuing associate degree, right? Okay, how long have you been a student there? Okay, if I've been a student at Dallas College Richland campus since January 2022, and I'm still a student, I'm going to put that. And this is where you can include anything that's related to you being at the school. So if you're in any clubs, organizations, things you do. Now remember, you're also a student at Naaman Forest. So you want to, I'm going to highlight this because I want to put my Naaman Forest stuff and I want to put it in the same format. So I'm going to say Naaman Forest High School. And that, of course, is in Garland, Texas. I'm not pursuing my associate's degree. You could say pursuing high school diploma, or you could just take that part off. How long have you been a student at Garland? Name and Forest. So August 2021 to present. Okay, what do you do here? Okay, so I'm an early college, high school student, and you can list anything else you do. I also probably want to put my GPA because I have a 4.0, and if it's favorable to you, you could include it. Like, for example, I could put my ranking. If I'm one of 709, I probably want people to know that. If I'm not, if my ranking isn't that good, maybe I could put them in the top 10%. Or you could just take that part out and not include it. And then down here at awards, this is where you want to list any awards you've ever earned. And being that you're young right now, you may not have earned a lot of awards yet in high school. So you are free to enter some stuff from middle school or elementary school. But you could say, okay, I was an AB honor roll student. Okay. And as long as your resume fits to a page, this is all you have to do. If it doesn't fit to a page, you may have to highlight everything, come over here to line spacing, go to custom spacing, and you may have to change this to 0 or 2 so that it distributes evenly. That's how you do the resume. You are going to actually do the cover letter the exact same way. You're going to go to New. You're going to go to Google Docs. You're going to click on that arrow, choose from a template. And again, under General, you're going to scroll all the way down and choose one of these cover letter templates. I'm going to choose this one just because I chose Spearmint for the resume. You can choose whichever one you want. And then a cover letter is just an introduction to your resume. It's something you would submit in conjunction with the resume so people know who you are. Notice on the resume, you don't have sentences, but on the cover letter, you can. So again, you're going to have your name, your address, your phone number, and your email address. You're going to put the date for whatever day you're doing it. And then if you know the person's name you're sending it to, you can put that. If you don't know the person's name, you're going to put a phrase, to whom it may concern. And that doesn't need to be bolded, so I'm going to take that off. And then I don't know the specific person, so I'm just going to put to whom it may concern. And this is where I'm going to enter some information about myself. It could be 3 paragraphs. It could be 2 paragraphs. You're young, so it may just be 1 paragraph. And you're just going to explain, are you applying for, you can do this as if you're applying for a job or if you're applying for an admission to a school. So you probably want to start out by saying something like, sorry, my computer just flashed. I am a highly motivated student who would like the opportunity to work for your company. Okay? And then you just go into details from your resume about what makes you a highly motivated student and why this would be a good company for you. This is also where I tell students Google can be your friend. You can always Google just, cover letter examples or even resume examples just to see the different ways you can format it. After you finish that paragraph, you want to include sincerely. You want to leave all of this space, and then you want to put your name down at the bottom. And then once you've done that, it is complete. Remember, for both documents, in order to submit them, you have to go to File, Download, and choose Rich Text Format. And then once you download them both as a rich text format, you can upload them both for the same assignment in eCampus. So when you come over here into eCampus and you click on Assignments, scroll down, this is all in section 6. You want to click on section 6, scroll down to Resume and Cover Letter, click on the assignment, scroll all the way down, and then right here where you browse files, this is where you can attach the cover letter, and then once that's attached, go ahead and attach the resume, and then just submit both.